Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's Daryl here. It's 3:58 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast, and this is it. It's the last 24-hour period of this nightmare. It is coming to an end. Thank God. At noon tomorrow, he is gone. Thank the blessed Lord. We survived, kind of. Oh, one more note. I noticed, personally, I do the air quotes too much lately. I've been doing the air quotes a lot, and I'm going to make a conscious effort to stop that. Just a side note there. Okay, so let's take a look at the America. Make America great again. Now, all of these things like COVID-19, I'm not blaming that on President, it's the first time I think I've ever said President Trump. I'm not blaming that on him, but like I said in another video, at this time last year, it was this deciding moment. It could have actually made Trump a decent president, a good president, on how he dealt with what is happening exactly a year ago in this country, and he chose to lie about it. He says he didn't want to panic Americans, but. And the messed up thing is, here's his supporters, and they want the truth. They want the truth and everything like that. They talk about the truth and fake news, and that's what they were getting from Donald Trump. Okay, today, right now, 409,000 dead Americans in the last year. We're going to hit 500,000 next month. 500,000 dead Americans. 500,000, 500,000 dead Americans in the last year. At around this time last year, I don't remember the exact date. Oh, we're going to have 15, and then 10, and then 5, and then it'll be gone before you know it. It's going to disappear. We're rounding the corner. Remember that? And even as I say this, I know Trump supporters, it goes in one ear and out the other. They're going to sit here, they're going to watch my video, they're going to say, oh, half those people died of car accidents or heart attacks and blah, 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 blah. Look at Los Angeles today. Los Angeles County changed their air pollution regulations yesterday because there's so many cremations that they have to allow for more pollutants in the air. It's a true story. Again, it's probably going in one ear, the Trump supporters, and out the other. These aren't car accident victims. People are waiting on hold for 6 hours to get through to the mortuaries. These are real people. This isn't fake. There's the air quotes again. This isn't fake news. This isn't Democrats or libs or whatever you want to call it. This is reality, man. You can stick your head in the sand, but it is what it is. Okay, another thing I want to talk about this morning. There was a survey, and this survey took place in Europe of, I believe it was 15 European countries. I'll leave a link down below. Spain, Europe, Germany, France, Sweden, Finland, 15 of them. And the general gist of it is that America has lost its power. There's no more trust in America. Like I said, I'll leave the link down below. There was a lot of questions in this survey. A lot of the questions had to do with us and China, between us and China. Would these European countries support us over China? Only 40% said they would. 75% said they had lost trust in America, that our time is over, that they can't trust if their back was against the wall, could they trust America to come to their aid? Like another 70%, no. And it was all different. Like I said, there was 15 different countries here, but the general gist of it, there were so many numbers to memorize. I couldn't get through them all. Like I said, I'll leave the link down below, but it's something I knew all along. I think those of us that saw the Trump presidency for what it is, we knew this was happening all along. It really hurt this country. It hurt us it hurt. It killed America. So one good thing is, in this survey, the Europeans have more trust in themselves, in their ability to handle for a crisis in the future. Mostly because they don't think they can count on us anymore. This is disappointing. Okay, so watching the news this morning, I'm seeing all the repairs they had to do on the Capitol, on the grounds, the windows. They had to repaint the doors, repaint, all the damage and vandalism that was caused to this is the Capitol. We're not talking about a corner store in Portland, Oregon, or in Los Angeles, or a dollar store in in some city. When they try to compare this to the BLM protests last summer, and it's amazing. Their defense, the Trumpers' defense of this is this bothers me. They call it Antifa. It's Antifa. It's anti-fascism, anti-fascist, Antifa. But anyway, they're still blaming it on this, or BLM, or comparing it that they're patriots, And like I said, you look at the rest of the world, like in this survey, and that's not how the rest of the country or the rest of the world sees this. As the days move on, over 90 people have been arrested for those riots on January 6th, and a lot of them are getting turned in by their friends, their family, their co-workers. And the depressing thing is a good portion of these people still believe they did nothing wrong. Like this real estate agent, this lady that flew to Washington, D.C. in a jet and is now asking Donald Trump for a pardon. There's no getting through. I don't think there's any getting through to these people. All right, moving on now. So this is one of the things that bothers me. It's not a big world issue, but it's just depressing the way the whole country and the world sees this. Is that Donald Trump and Melania? Donald apparently is planning to get out of the White House. He wants a whole military honors, a whole military band and honors and all this stuff. Supposedly, the Pentagon's turned down a lot of this, but there's still a lot approved. I guess he's supposed to have some kind of ceremony at Andrews Air Force Base. Funny thing is, I stayed on Andrews Air Force Base when I was younger. One of my uncles was in the Navy, was on a submarine, and lived on Andrews Air Force. I've been to Andrews Air Force Base. I was a kid. A quick story. I was a kid, and I remember we had to stop. We had to be very sure to stop going in, or my uncle's family was telling us they would shoot the car if you didn't stop properly at the entrance checkpoints to Andrews Air Force Base. And as a kid, that freaked me out, But it's a very secure Air Force base, a very secure base. So anyway, this is where Trump is taking off tomorrow, and this is the depressing thing. That for the first time since the Civil War, since Jackson and Grant was coming in, I believe, and you're gonna have to excuse me if I get this wrong. I think Andrew was leaving. He had been impeached in Jackson. Ulysses Grant was coming in, and where the president didn't meet and take a ride to the White House with the incoming president, the old president, and then the first ladies. This is the first time in any present history where the outgoing first lady hasn't given a tour of the residence area of the White House to the incoming first lady. And that was just a nice thing, man. We've seen this for 100 years now. We've seen it all, going back over 100 years. No matter if you're a Democrat or Republican, we see the two first ladies giving a tour. And it's nice, man. Even if you're a Trump supporter, you got to admit that's kind of cool. The transition, Michelle Obama did it with Melania coming in, and and that's a coming together moment for the entire country. It's a moment of healing and unity, where we have hope for a continuing, even if you don't agree with the people that are leaving or the people coming in, one or the other. It's a moment where we all can relate to, because both sides are together and they're being nice to each other and they're being cordial, and it's American tradition, and it's out the window. with Donald Trump because he's a sore loser. You know, and that hurts, man. That hurts me. It hurts, you know, the way the whole country sees this. The hurt for the country and the world, man. Just, you know, and our shame and our embarrassment that that we can't even have a cordial meeting. You know, and what does that say to our adversaries? To China, to Russia, to, you know, to Iran, to North Korea, that these two, that we're so divided that we have to have tens of thousands of National Guards in the streets against other Americans, that the outgoing president and the incoming president can't even shake hands, that the first ladies can't even smile and greet each other. What does that say, man? You know, just because he's a sore loser. It hurts. It's pitiful. It really is pitiful. And this is just this falls squarely in Trump's lap right there. You can't blame this. This blame falls nowhere else. You know, there's been disagreements throughout all of history, but we've still managed to be cordial. And Trump is such a sore loser that he can't even do this. One good thing is there's two nuclear footballs. One last thing I want to talk about. Okay, there's more than two nuclear footballs. This is the briefcases that travel with the president. Okay, one of them is going to go with Trump down to Mar-a-Lago, to West Palm Beach. It's going to be deactivated as soon as, like, minutes to the second. When Biden is sworn in, the new briefcase is activated and is in permanent orbit around Biden, and the old one is shut off. So at noon tomorrow, the nuclear codes are out of Trump's hands. Thank you, God. And on that, I tell you guys to have a good Tuesday. I'll be back later with another video. I ran long again. My videos are getting longer. I'm getting long-winded in my old age. I'm turning 55 in a week. All right, you guys have a good Tuesday. I'll be back later with another video.